Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. In today's episode, I wanted to have a quick discussion about a recent Joe Rogan podcast in which Joe Rogan had on a Texas politician by the name of James Tallarico. Now, why was James Tallarico on the Joe Rogan podcast? Well, he was essentially preaching against a new Texas law that would mandate that the Ten Commandments be displayed in Texas public schools. And he alleges that he is against religion in public schools. But he's actually not. He is not against religion in public schools. He's against Christianity in public schools. But he is perfectly okay with the religion of the left in public schools. So when you see these lefties, especially these left-wing teachers that become up in arms over the Ten Commandments in the schools, at the same time, when you enter many of these classrooms, you will see their religion displayed. And that religion is the rainbow flag of sexual desire and the advertisements proclaiming the threat of climate change, which is a control mechanism of the left over you, a sovereign citizen. Now, James Tallarico, he declares himself a Christian. Now, what he really is something known as a radical love, quote-unquote, Christian. A radical love Christian. Radical love, quote-unquote, Christianity is a left-wing ideology that was created around 2021 and has metastasized in many left-wing large cities. If you're in a larger U.S. city, you will probably be able to go into that city or in the suburbs of that city and find a radical love church. And if you do a deep dive into that, it is all centered on left-wing ideology. And it's real. And they are a parasitic infestation designed, radical love Christianity is designed to hijack Christianity. Now back to these schools in Texas. So essentially, you have the citizens of Texas declaring that we want the rainbow flag of sexual desire. We want the advertisements of climate change out of these classrooms. And you know what? While we're at it, we're going to hang up a flag or a sign that has to be no bigger than a sheet of paper, apparently, in the classroom, stating the Ten Commandments. Now, what's interesting, if you go into many of these classrooms and you look in the classroom, a lot of times there will not be an American flag in the classroom. There will be a large or variations of the flag of sexual desire, the rainbow flag of sexual desire. That will be hanging in the classroom, along with various advertisements about how to prevent climate change or proclaiming veganism. Those are the ideologies and the religions of the left that have hijacked public schools in the state of Texas and throughout the United States. This is pushback. So when Mr. James Tallarico gets on the Joe Rogan podcast and declares that he is against organized religion in the classroom, what he really means is that he only wants left-wing religions in the classroom. He's perfectly okay with the flag of sexual desire, of transvestite ideology, of the ideology of climate change in the classrooms. He's totally okay with that. He's totally okay with Planned Parenthood coming into the school system. He's okay with that. That is their religion, and they want to dominate with their religion in these schools because these are not schools. These are centers of indoctrination right now. Look, if we were to go back into public schools into the 1950s, 1940s, 1960s, some of you may be able to say when we started to see the American flag being removed from schools. For quite some time, the Ten Commandments being displayed, whether you're a Christian or not, was displayed in many of these schools for decades upon decades. And now fast forward to the 2020s, obviously that has changed. And you have left-wing radical love lunatics like this Mr. James Tallarico, who want to prevent any other religion from making its way into schools. And again, he wants to keep his religion, the religion of the left, in these public schools. That is called the pot calling the kettle black. Have a good day, everybody.